Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we have a special show from the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar where we're going to be trying for the first time, well, some of us the first time, Jack Daniel's Twice Barreled Special Release Tennessee Rye Whiskey. My name is Steve Akeley, joined by Jim Fosnot and Darren McElroy. What's up, guys?
How we doing, Steve?
Good.
I never know what to say. I get thrown off every single time.
Yeah, it's
your
tough.
First time.
Yeah.
It's hard saying hi.
It's really tough to say hi.
Because I always just want to answer Jim's question, and then, we're going to get a delivery, maybe.
Oh, we got Amazon coming in.
Door open.
Door open. Well, speaking of
they're efficient.
As we wait for Amazon to come in, I saw a trash guy today. This sounds horrible to me. Driving the truck by himself. I guess his coworker called in sick. Every stop, he's got to get out, jump around, lift the can, throw it in, and put it back, run around, get back in the truck, and drive 20 feet.
I pass. I'm good.
And this guy was in good shape. I'll tell you what, that's got to challenge you if you're in good shape, man. Yeah. That's no fun. So, yes. We'll stop for right now, and then we'll come right back.
Have Darren say hi again.
Yeah, we'll have Darren start over and say hi.
I get a part 2.
We'll have Darren, we'll give him a shot at redemption. We'll do that in just a few.
Hi. We're back. I did it.
Wow, congratulations, Darren. So, all right, now that we're back to getting on the show here, you said there's something you want to talk about before we get to tasting this Jack Daniels. What do you got? What do you want to do?
What is a time in your guys' life that you wish you had, like, at least one more hand? Like, you're like, oh, man, I really could use another hand right now.
This is how your mind works?
Yeah.
Well, because the other day, I'll just start off with my story. The other day, I was cooking dinner, and I was like trying to cut something up and make sure my meat didn't burn. And I was like, man, if I had one more hand right now, I could absolutely be killing things. Like, we could be dominating this dinner. But
I can't think of a specific one, but all the times I do woodworking, sure, it'd be handy if I could have, one hand to hold the nail in place, the other hand with a hammer, another hold a level or whatever. I don't know. But it's never really crossed my mind before. So I don't have a great answer for that one. But you know what? Couple of fights I get in high school.
Sure.
Yeah.
If I could block with 2 hands and then hit with the other.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a good idea. I don't know. This is the most ridiculous question we've had in the history of the Bourbon Daily.
You think
a ridiculous show.
You think it would be like helpful to type faster if you were working on the newsletters and
I
stuff?
don't think so. I don't
The keyboard's not set up for that.
Right, yeah. It would be
it would
be cumbersome, yes. It would be like too many people in a car or something, I think. So I don't think that would be good. I don't know how that would help.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess you guys just don't need third hands very often. The other one I thought of in college, I used to rock climb a lot, and it would also be very helpful for rock climbing because you can get a hold and then move the other arm.
Anchor yourself maybe with the third arm. Sure, maybe that would be good. Another touch point to the rocks. Yes, that's probably a good use, but. I don't know that a third hand is a great need.
Of course, your hands are so small.
Yeah, my hands are small. I need
If you
more
had a
room.
third hand, it'd be equivalent of everybody else having two hands.
This is true. This is true.
Like also carrying things. Like it'd be nice to
Yes.
have 3 hands, especially.
His hands are dainty.
Yeah.
He shared a story, Jim. I guess you weren't here, but he shared a story that the football coach had asked him to try out, based on his work in track and field, because he was a fast runner and opportunity to be a receiver. And the reason why he didn't do it is because he didn't want his small hands exposed. He was worried about catching a football
with small hands.
those tiny hands.
On the bright side, like you catch a fish and you take a picture of it, the fish looks really big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else, but we'll leave that one alone.
We'll leave that up to your imagination.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there you go. So yes, all right. Well, what we'll do next? We'll take a quick break. We're gonna pour this whiskey. It's in a pretty cool sample bottle. It looks like a tiny version. Yeah, but it's not like a 50 mil. It's more like a 200 mil probably. So a little bit different than we're used to seeing. Pretty cool stuff. So we'll pour that, and when we come back, we're gonna be tasting it. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. We're also sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop focuses exclusively on barrel picks. It's the job of owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot to seek out distilleries that are making the best whiskey in the world, taste through their barrels, and select the ones that are off-profile in the best way possible. They have high standards and refuse to allow anything into their store other than something they would be proud to have their name on. This leads to some really awkward conversations with distilleries that can't make it, but they do it for you, their customers. Learn more about what is going on at their St. Louis-based store by heading over to abvbarrelshop.com. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
Hello, this is Brian Nation of Keeper's Heart Whiskey. You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's Steve, Jim, and Darren. We're here at the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar, and we're getting ready to try what, Darren?
We're going to try the Jack Daniel Twice Barreled Special Release Tennessee Rye Whiskey. So it's the Heritage Barrel Rye. So
Yes.
The Heritage Collection is like their big limited year release, right? Is
yes.
that what it's
the Heritage Collection also has special barrels. Do you know what's special about the Heritage barrels?
No, I do not.
Oh, I toured the cooperage recently, and
Oh.
I got to see them making the Heritage barrels. So Heritage barrels are actually toasted before they're charred. So that's pretty cool, right? So
Yeah,
so it's a premium product, and of course it should bring out the most flavor. So
I'm assuming you get to try this while you're in.
I did, yes, yeah.
So two of us are tasting this for the first time.
Tasting for the first time, correct?
Steve's old hat already.
Yeah.
So are both barrels the Heritage barrels, you'd guess? Because it's double barreled.
It is double barreled, so I would guess yes. But I don't. I'm not the spokesperson for Jack Daniel's. That's not a question I asked while I was there. But or maybe somebody did, but I didn't remember. So, but I would guess so. Yes. So yeah, something kind of big that they do. They obviously they have their own cooperage, which is really cool. just a neat experience going and visiting there. So I'm really excited about taking a trip down there and spending some time in not only Jack Daniel's distillery, but the wife and I want to show her some of the cool places I saw in town. So we've been to Jack Daniel's multiple times, and I never really spent any time in the small town. So, but there's certainly some stuff to see there. So
It'd be cool if you had 3 hands of that tour, because you could have held a notebook, taking notes, and taking pictures at the same time.
Yeah.
See? 3 hands are useful.
yes, this is true.
4 would just get in the way.
Yeah.
4 would be a problem, but 3 would be good. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
That is nice.
That's really nice.
Really nice. I mean,
That is good.
I love what Jack Daniel's has done in the last, let's call it 4 or 5 years.
right.
They have embraced the bourbon customer, and they have really done it right with their new lines, with the bourbons and the ryes, and this one's fantastic.
It's really good. I mean, you get that layering of flavors. There's a lot going on here. Everything from, I would say, spice to baked goods. and
Fruit notes.
Fruit notes.
It's
It's
a little
all
bit
there.
of vanilla in there.
Yeah. Caramels.
Caramels.
You get certainly oak, and those that love double oaked products, this one's got to be on your short list of ones to seek out for sure. So it's 100 proof, again, in the Heritage Barrel Rye, which is pretty cool.
And it's just lingering. Like, it's
Yeah.
still developing on my palate.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think about this one, Darren?
I love it. Jack Daniel's Rye is one of my favorite things right now. It's just all of it that I can get. I am just all over.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that's a smart call, and something that we want to explore and do more of. So good stuff. We will hopefully be getting a barrel in here. That's our goal. Talked about that on my trip there, so we'll see what happens. So our good friends at Jack Daniel's who sent us this sample, and we got a great relationship with those folks, and I love what they're doing. So good stuff. On that note, we're going to wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Darren, we're starting with you. Where can people find you?
you can find me on Instagram at The Bourbon Adventures.
All right, Jim.
Find me on Facebook at Jim Fosnot, on Instagram at FozJim, or most of the time hanging under the ABV Barrel Shop in Arnold, Missouri.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. That's the one you want to check out. Everything that we do is out there. We put our previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us. At a minimum, you should be at least signed up for our email and text distribution at the ABV Barrel Shop, and you can do that online, abvbarrelshop.com. And finally, if you want to get involved, please give us a 5-star review. It helps new people find the show. We like that. That would be a great thing for us. And head over to patreon.com/the ABV Network and check out what we got going on there. On that note, we'll let you go for today. We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye, y'all.
Cheers.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some of the great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro is owned and operated by Russell Creed, who makes stills for the hobby distiller. He offers a one-stop shop for everything the at-home distiller needs. Whether it's a small, experimental stovetop still or something bigger you run outside, he has the still or parts you would have difficulty fabricating yourself if you were trying to build a DIY still project. Additionally, he has resources to assist in creating unique distilled spirits, including heirloom grains, barrels for aging, and recipes. Check out Russell's company online at moonshinestillpro.com. Finally, I have a question for you. Have you ever boxed a bear? Of course not. That'd be silly. Bears really don't follow the rules, so shots in the back of the head, punches to the nuts, and scrums after the bell would be the norm. A better idea would be to enjoy Boxing Bear Whiskey, a brand crafted by Nobleton's Distilling House in Union, Missouri, and sold exclusively at the ABV Barrel Shop in suburban St. Louis. This is a popular offering that sells out quickly, but when you are in town, stop by the ABV Barrel Shop and see if they have it in stock. Better yet, sign up for their email and text distribution over at abvbarrelshop.com, and you'll know exactly when it is in stock. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening, and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.